Today we're taking a look at an entry-level device from Infinix, the Smart 6 Plus. It costs $58,400 and its main highlights are a 5000 mAh battery, 6.6-inch HD display which can go up to 500 nits of brightness, and an 8 megapixel rear camera. There is a 3G Smart 6 as well as a 4G Smart 6, but this is the Smart 6 Plus and it's also a 4G phone. Now we want to bear in mind that this is an entry-level device, so you would be getting entry-level specs. So this phone clearly isn't for everyone. The Smart line of phones really is targeted at grandparents, kids, or someone buying their first Android device. In the box you get everything, which seems like a plus these days. First is the phone, which we are going to put to the side. Then the next compartment is where we have all our accessories. The charger, wired earphones, micro USB cable, SIM ejector pin, some paperwork, the X Club invitation card, and a plastic case. The color I have here is blue. There are a couple other colors. I really like the pattern finished on the back. It has this texture to it. You can feel the patterns on it, and I think it's quite nice. As you can see on the back, there is an Infinix text at the bottom left, a fingerprint sensor, and what looks like a quad camera setup. But really it's just two cameras, and we'll show some samples later. On the right side is the power button and volume up and down keys. At the top there's nothing. On the left we have the SIM card / SD card tray, and at the bottom the headphone jack, micro USB, and speaker. So the fingerprint sensor is at the back of the phone and it's really quick, like really quick. It also has facial recognition or face unlock, and yes, that also works pretty quickly as well. Design wise I would say it's okay. It feels familiar, kinda safe and minimal. I do like the pattern finish on the back. I really like that you can feel the texture. It's also pretty comfortable to hold because of those curved sides, and I think the size is also okay. It's a big phone, kinda, but I do think their target audience would appreciate a big screen. It's 6.6 inches with a resolution of 720 by 1600 pixels, so a 720p display. It's also an LCD panel. I watched a couple videos on it and it's actually a pretty good screen, an okay screen. I mean, this is what you kind of get at this price point. So a big enough screen to watch content on and decent colors is really what matters here. Internally it comes with the Helio A22 chipset. It was released back in 2018. It's an entry-level chipset with average performance, but just about enough to run normal tasks and do some light gaming. The Smart 6 Plus comes with 2GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, but thankfully can be upgraded with a micro SD card up to 128GB. But I would suggest that you definitely download light versions of apps, and you also want to make sure that you have decent amount of free storage to help your phone perform optimally. So for calls, texts, social media, watching videos, and some light gaming, you'll definitely be fine. For software, it comes with XOS 7.6 running on Android 11. On the rear, it's a dual camera setup, and really it's just the 8 megapixel main sensor. It does produce pretty okay pictures. I mean, the pictures you would expect from an entry-level device. Enough light and you get okay pictures, basically. And the same goes with the 8 megapixel front-facing camera. To avoid blurry photos, I would suggest that you wait a bit after you hit snap, and also remember to hit the part you want focused, so that way, you know, the photos are okay. Long-lasting battery life is one advantage of these entry-level devices, and the Smart 6 Plus definitely has that. It's a 5000 mAh battery, and when you pair that with a not power-hungry chipset, big batteries tend to last very long, and this does. So for your grandparents or kids that aren't on their phone 24/7, this phone could literally last days without needing to charge it. It does have really slow charging, but if it lasts you the entire day but you only have to charge at night, I think that's okay. But yeah, like I said, this goes for $58,400. Now, at first I felt that's a bit pricey, but the fact is when you look around, all phones are getting expensive. Like phones that were 30,000 and now 50,000. So quite unfortunately, this is the price you have to pay to get a good entry-level device. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on the Smart 6 Plus. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you when you see me.